Hey Libra, so we are looking at your bi-weekly reading. This time, it's not just any lunation to lunation, not just any approximate 2-week period of time. We are on the last eclipse season of 2023. So, for some people, the eclipse hits really hard, like for me, and for other people, it doesn't. And each eclipse is really dependent on your chart and what's actually happening in your natal chart. So if you happen to be one of those lucky souls who is not being hit as hard, awesome. But since you are a Libra, and this would mean if you're here, you are a Libra sun or rising. Some people like to watch for their moon, so maybe you're also a Libra moon. This particular eclipse is probably going to be more felt. Especially if you have planets in the later degrees of Libra in your chart. We are talking about tropical astrology. So this reading is from October 14th with the new moon / solar eclipse in Libra going to the 28th of October lunar eclipse / full moon in Taurus, which will be the last of that eclipse Taurus time for quite some time, right? So here we go. What needs your attention in your life? And I'm going to use, this is one of my newer decks. It's old school in terms of style, but new in terms of decks. I've only had this around for I think about a month now. But I wanted one of these king-size decks, and I gotta say, I'm kind of loving it a lot. They're so huge. It makes me feel like sitting in one of those oversized chairs. So, all right, Libra, what are we looking at? What needs your attention during this 2-week period of time? Again, I think it's really helpful to look at the bigger picture. So go check out your monthly video to have a place to put this inside of the context. And then also make sure that you're checking out the astrology highlight videos. I think those are really helpful to understand like what's happening more specifically overall. I think there are certain things that astrology can answer and tarot can answer, and there are different kinds of questions that they speak to. So I like doing a well-rounded kind of approach. And as always, if you want specifics, if you want specificity, one-to-one readings are the best. So what area is shining out for you to pay attention to? And we're looking at the second house. This is your resources, your Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? So we are looking at your personal possessions, the way that you save or spend money, your, I would say bills, but yeah, like how you take care of yourself, how you monetize your skills and talents in order to provide for yourself to live, right? So these are all of these particular areas. So that is in need of your attention during this particular time, Libra. And, we're looking at South Node. Again, I'm not going to get into the astrology too much here. You can go check out my astrology video or videos to understand and get a better sense of this. But when we're looking at the South Node, we are looking at releasing, we are looking at what is harmonious, what is fair, what is just when we're looking at the Libra aspect, coming in, the Libra flavor. And so you might need to really pay attention to how are you being judicious? How are you being balanced about your spending, about your saving, about your resources? How are you taking care of yourself? How do you need to address these things? Are you paying attention to them? And I'm gonna bet, because I have a couple of Libra people that are very different people, but they also live in very different places. And I'm thinking of them, and I was like, this actually sounds very applicable to their lives right now. So, I would guess that this is gonna hit for some Libras at the very least. Now, what kind of advice are you getting? I think that there are certain opportunities or things that you're being presented with that you're kind of turning your nose up at, and that you're just like, nah, it doesn't really look or feel the way that I think it should be. This doesn't feel fair enough for me. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. It should be this way. I should have more or this or that or less of that, like whatever it is. And you're being given, like your universe is like, here, trying to hand you opportunities and you're kind of being like blind to them. So if you're like, I'm not trying to be blind, I really am trying to see the opportunities, this is the time to widen your gaze, like widen your perspective and try to see more of what is available to you. There might be stepping stone opportunities that get you to the next place. Also, this is about being like, for some of you, not all of you, so I want to make sure that I say that, not all of you, some of you out there are being a little bit lazy, a little bit complacent, and kind of like wanting to take chances on things that are not really providing for you, right? That's like part of what this can be. It's like, I'm bored, I'm lazy, I'm complacent, I'm like, I don't want to do any of this. And like somehow, some way it's going to work out by the seat of my pants, but I have no real plan. That's not going to work. This eclipse is going to have you face things that need to be faced. And I would highly recommend, given what's showing up, that you do. So take a look at your monthly reading. Hopefully that will provide some more insight. Also, the astrology highlight videos, I think, provide even more insight because they give you a different perspective, a different view. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give the video a like. It does help me to get in front of new eyes, new people as I'm building this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this on the horizon. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.